We're at the Paramount Lodge here at Comic-Con, celebrating NCIS, Tony, and Ziva. I mean, I feel like there's no better place to be than Comic-Con to promote a new project, don't you think?
It's my first time.
Oh, that's
you
right.
tell me. It's,
I mean,
it's exciting.
I want to say that I'm very happy to be wearing these shoes because
You have Tony and Ziva on them.
Yes.
it's
Come on, custom.
very custom. And now I can officially say that I'm walking the walk.
You are walking the walk.
I mean, I'm talking the talk, but I'm walking the walk.
You've been walking the walk for a long time. I mean, I feel like...
Oh,
No.
20 years of women.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just feel like NCIS fans really manifested this spinoff. They love Tony and Ziva, and now it's finally happening.
Well, if you think the fans manifested this, then you should talk to us.
Is it you guys?
One day, like a little drink in hand, we manifested this.
Let's do a little inventory. You and Charlie.
Mom!
Couldn't be better.
Business?
Booming.
Tony.
Not bad.
What's made it on again, off again?
On again, maybe again, kind of again. And where we are now.
Pardon?
I think the universe is right on time, as always, and there couldn't be anything more exciting for me than working with John McNamara, who is our scribe extraordinaire, who, of course, you're the brains behind the operation, and then the whole experience with Cody. We have this
Experience. We just have
we
this
have a thing,
experience.
and John, the three of us are kind of that nucleus of the new iteration of in the NCIS universe.
It started with Michael making a phone call saying, "Do you want to do this?" And I almost always like think about it for like a month.
Right? Should we recreate how it went?
Yeah.
You were like,
Yeah.
he was like, "I'm not sure I can do it," and I was like, "Okay, now look, here's the." I've got.
Yeah.
This.
Wait, this is by the way, this is not
Somebody who
counterfeit.
preps for interviews. No. Michael just walks around with
Secret Service.
thousands of dollars.
It was prop money, okay? It was prop money. I love it.
No,
Oh,
to
my
be-
future
to
is so
be
bright.
Totally fair. It actually all started with Michael, then me, and then I said I've never met Cody. I said we gotta get Cody into this like at the earliest embryonic stage. So it started just having meetings at my house, like lunches and Zooms and it just built. So the whole thing built with the three of us just talking.
Look, to be fair, these guys have known each other for a really long time.
Sure.
They're not only really great friends, but they've been sort of like film buffs, and they love the business, and they talk art all the time. So
James Bond movie.
well, also, but I was brought into their sort of like, their love affair, their friendship, and
you want a recreation of how that happened? I was like,
There are
Cody,
lots of
do you want to
recreations.
make this show with us? That's not true.
well, that's not true.
That's
You
not
said
true.
you called me, and
it
we
wasn't
talked.
you.
By the way, you and I talked about the show forever and ever.
We talked about it back when it was just called NCIS. Right.
Yes.
See, I was gonna ask if it was challenging bringing that, Tiva chemistry back on the screen, but clearly it still existed. Did you fall right back into these characters and that chemistry?
Funny enough, he said one day after the first episode, or no, actually maybe 4 episodes in, I'm not sure. But he said, I just didn't know how it was gonna be. And I said, well, it's, it was gonna be what it was going to be. And you couldn't force anything to happen. It was just, you had to trust that whatever was there before was gonna somehow shift and change, because we have changed. And then it was gonna find itself. And we didn't really have to find anything. It kind of was there.
No.
Something was there.
I did.
Something
Yeah.
still.
They never left, right, Michael?
Never left. Very, very extraordinary. But we, on the very first day, were doing a scene where we were casing a safe house for where, to make sure it was safe, checking the doors, and it was the first scene that we had done in a decade.
Yes.
And
And it was in Budapest, and it was like the Italian safe
the
house
Italian
or something.
safe house.
Yes.
And it was so fun and easy. And when we were doing
You want a recreation of it?
the blocking,
The first episode.
blocking is like where you figure out where you're gonna stand while you say the words, and like we knew, and so this is called a 50-50 when you're shooting this way and you get 2 profiles. we saw where the camera was set up. We both knew that by the end of the scene, we needed to be in a 50-50.
And we found each
Yeah.
other, and the moment we kind of did this,
Yeah, we
it
were
was like, we were like, oh yeah.
I remember you.
I remember you.
And then in the very next setup, Michael's walking with the director, and the director says to me, "Why is he lying down?" And I said, "Because he's a genius. Because it's gonna be 6 hours."
Right.
And he just had to lie down,
That was
sit up, lie down.
David McCallum
Yeah.
taught me that blocking.
Yeah.
He was like, if you can, sit, and if you don't, if you can,
Yep.
lie down. Right.
Should we recreate that? Okay, I'm done. Okay. You're on the run with your daughter in this show. I want to know, how would you describe these two as parents of a preteen?
Well, that's going to be kind of funny. And you'll have to watch because it is a little bit of a dance. You know, they're sort of dealing with their own conflicting emotions that they are reconciling with, but also it's a rebirth of them. So, and it's an acknowledgement of these new things that come in. And their co-parenting is the most important thing to them. So making it work for the sake of this child is the most important thing. And through that, their unresolved sexual tension?
I don't.
Waiting for that.
I think of it more as the Cold War was about mutually assured destruction. Mad. And so I think that there's a mutually assured
That's why I love
destruction.
working with him because I'm always like, what?
Me too. I was
We're
thinking
coming
about
from
that.
different worlds,
I mean,
but it's great.
the tension is the attraction and the thing, but it's also we may destroy each other.
Oh, well.
In the overall
Well, if
tension,
you love each other, there's always a possibility of destroying each other.
I love you, but I hate you.
Expose,
But I love you.
expose.
the overall tension is, will this espionage story that blows up in their faces and makes them go on the run destroy this really carefully wrought relationship with their daughter? That's the number one, in a way, the daughter's the stakes.
Right, absolutely.
And being a preteen, she's like, I don't give I don't care. I'll be fine. You guys go kill bad guys, I'll be fine.
I love that.
Well, and then there's an episode where we discover that there's a lot in common between our child and us.
Yes.
Which
She's
parent-
had a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
us.
Which parent does she most take after?
I don't know.
And I
she's
think they
got a little
couldn't.
bit of-
The casting was extraordinary. Isla Guy is 100% on the mark for this job, and
We had no idea that she was going to be so physically she's a gymnast.
Yeah.
And
That was the key
little
we found
did
out.
we know that she also wanted to do her own stunts. Not that we allowed it to happen because she's too young, but she is she's full blown.
and
She wants to
super
do
smart,
flips,
and her
smart.
deadpan.
Her
It all
deadpan
comes
is
from a
beautiful.
very grounded, beautiful place. She's
And
just
she doesn't want to be an actor, which is the funniest thing in the world. I think she wants to be like a
a pilot or a
Yeah, like a-
surgeon.
Dolly couldn't ask for a better mother, and I couldn't ask for a better safe house roomie.
Michael obviously is known to have some fun on set. I want to know if what kind of pranks or shenanigans has he been up to on this set, or is he a reformed prankster now?
I think there's always going to be a prankster inside, but I think we were away from home.
Yeah.
And the hours were really long, so we had our fun. But I will say, there's a little bit of pacing ourselves.
Lying down.
He had a chair that was fantastic. It was like a recline. What do you call them?
After the first week, I went to a camping store and I got myself like a camping chair.
And by the way, I observed it for a long time, and I was like,
Because remember
for months,
the
I was like,
footstool
I
kept
could've
snapping?
gotten it. I never did for some reason. I was like, I have Michael's.
I started bringing my own stool to red carpets. I feel you. Finally, will we see any cameos from former NCIS castmates?
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
It is a spy thriller, rom-action,
Taking place in Europe, so I
workplace
guess
techno thriller.
Yeah.
The NCIS universe is so expansive now, so I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it, John.
But I will say this, to be fair. Remember, we have nothing to do with the agency anymore, so this is not.
You'll discover in episode 1 on our show, NCIS is a completely different acronym. It's
So we're
those
using it as an
four
undercover.
letters stand for something.
And-
Did we say it or no?
And
No.
No, not
Got
yet.
it.
But you'll know really soon.
and we're making an introduction to new characters that you are going to fall in love with so fast.
Yeah.
There are such extraordinary, not just Isla Gee but there are.
We got really, really lucky.
Incredible character.
I'm so excited, you guys. Congratulations.